Going on our airboat tour today. We're here at the safari park. You can get 2 adult tickets for 40 bucks on Groupon. And that's what we did. Here we go.
Actually, folks, what we do right now is we stop for a brief second just to give you some information on the Everglades. You're more than welcome to stand up, take advantage of the scenery, take as many pictures and videos as you like as I explain a little bit about the Everglades and how it works. Now, folks, most people, when they do come out here, they think they're going to run into one big swamp. As you can see around us, this is not a swamp. It's actually a river. It is the slowest moving river in the U.S. It moves about 1 mile every 24 hours, and that's due to all the grass that you see around it. All this vegetation out here will slow down the water flow quite a bit. Now, all the water surrounding the boat right now, this is all freshwater, rainwater. All this water starts up by Kissimmee, Florida, the Orlando area, and that's north of where we're at right now. You guys see the baby? Yeah. There's the mom, and there's a little baby over here to the left-hand side. She's got about 5 left in the original little nesting area. They're all scattered around. They're about probably around the same size as that one, 6 inches long, dark color, green, yellow stripes on their back. Now you can run your fingers from the bottom up like so, but do not attempt to run your fingers back down the opposite way. You don't want to do it, and this is why. This way, no problem. If I go back the opposite way though, very sharp.
He's 40-some years old, he's about 400 pounds, and he's about 8 and some feet long. So that's how they're gonna be looking at that age. And these guys will usually start to mate around March. And the babies, they're gonna be born around late August, early September. Babies will have these yellow stripes that go down the body. That's to help them camouflage. And they need to do that because a lot of animals will be eating them out here. Only 10% survive to adulthood. So things like fish, snakes, mammals, other alligators, they all feed on them. So this is why they're gonna lay about 50 eggs on average. They can reach 90 eggs per nest, however, so that the offspring have a lot of chances to survive. Besides that, they have a lot of defenses when they're born. They have a full 80 teeth, and they're all replaceable, so they can break off or they can shed off naturally, and then they regrow. They go through around 3,000 teeth in a lifetime. And their lifespan is just about as long as ours. They live about 75, 85 years of age. All right, ready? And they can also close down with 2,000 pounds of closing pressure. They can close the jaws in less than 1/8 of a second. And what lets them do that are all those little dots around the mouth. Those are all sensors, and they pick up the vibrations in the water. That's how they're gonna find their food in the water. So as you guys were walking in, the one in the water, or if they were in the water, they would feel the vibration of your footsteps, and it tells them how big you are and how far away you are from them. So this is like another pair of eyes. Usually anything that touches the inside there, he's gonna clamp down really hard. But because it's still not hot enough for them to have the energy that they're used to having, right now everything's pretty slowed down with them. We had cold temperature the last 2 weeks. When that happens, everything they do is slowed down. Touching them on the side there, touching all those nerve endings, he's gonna bite down really, really fast. I would never do this in the summertime. This is only something you're gonna see in the wintertime. I know it's a little hot today, but for them, not enough. Now, their eyes are exposed. This is the only thing that's exposed on their body, but they have 2 holes in their skull, so the eyes can actually sink inside of their head. So if anything scratches or bites, those eyes retreat back into that skull. It's not perfect though, because he did lose an eye to greedy, so it only helps. Yeah. And then the ears are going to be behind each eye. There's a slit on either side. Nostrils up here. They could close them whenever they want, especially in the water, so that water doesn't get inside. Now, even though they close with 2,000 pounds of pressure, you can actually close an adult's jaw with just one hand. They have very little force to open up, but they can throw you around if you keep holding on. They're really, really strong. And then back here, this is their body armor. The spikes are made of bone and skin mixtures, and they also act as personal solar panels, so they absorb heat from the sun and redistribute it throughout their body. That's what these guys are doing right now. So this guy here, like I said, he's about 20-some years old, maybe early 30s. and right now he's like 300 and something pounds. He's gonna reach 15 feet when he's at his biggest, and around 600 pounds at that point. And right now, the strongest muscle in his body are the jaws, but the tail is the second strongest, and they can actually jump out of the water, just like dolphins do. They do it to catch fish, turtles, birds. That's mainly what they're gonna be eating out over here. So that tail is super, super strong. If that thing hit me in the arm full force, it could break my arm. If it hit me in the face, it's gonna knock me out. And guess what? If you eat it with some ranch, it tastes delicious. So I highly recommend. Now these guys used to be critically endangered, but now they're not. They're considered a species of least concern. We have over 1.5 million here in Florida, and in the Everglades, about 500,000 of them. And in every other state, there's 9 other states where you can find them. They're doing perfectly fine. You can find them as north as southern Oklahoma. There's just one breeding pair there, and they're doing their thing. And then North Carolina on the East Coast. That's about as far north as they're gonna go. Now this behavior is not normal. These guys are used to being fed. That's the only reason you see him coming up to me like this. A wild one would usually be afraid of people. So if you walk up to one, they're gonna walk or swim away from you. Kind of like this guy. He kind of got shy, I don't know, 6 months ago. And now he doesn't want to do anything for the show. I understand, Rocky. I get it. Now, as you can see, they move really slow, but they can run at 10 miles an hour for about 15 seconds. Then they get tired, as you can see. But anyways, when you feed a wild alligator, this is what you're gonna get. And especially when it's hot out and they're hungry, they're gonna be a lot faster. They're gonna be walking up to people a lot faster, and attacks have happened on land. So this is why we don't feed wild alligators. They're not the type of animal to jump out at people. Really, it's only gonna be if they've been fed or if they're already starving. Either case is very dangerous. That's why there's laws against this stuff. It's illegal to feed alligators here. So while you guys are out there, just keep that in mind, that if you see a wild one, because they will come up sometimes, just walk past him. You're gonna be fine. He's not gonna, probably won't move, but you'll still be fine. Just keep going. And if you're still scared, don't worry about them. They're not the most dangerous animal on earth. The 2 most dangerous animals on earth are sitting right next to you. It's people and mosquitoes. Those 2. So you gotta watch out for the mosquitoes especially. So guys, that's about it for these guys. What I'm gonna do is go grab a baby now, and you guys have a chance to hold him and take a picture with him. $3 a person to do so. So if you wanna do it, you're gonna hold him like this. Keep him away from your face, don't bring him here. And please don't touch his face or his mouth. That's it. So give me 1 sec. I'm gonna go grab him and I'll be right back. And those yellow stripes, that's what he uses to camouflage. Now in 15, by the time he's 15 years old, that's gonna darken completely. Look at their eyeballs. They have a little membrane that goes over them to protect them. Protects them from scratches. And it also helps them see better underwater. And so right now he can't really take off a finger, but he'll shred it down to the bone. Next year he will be able to take off a finger. And in about 4 years, he'll be able to crush bones in your hands.
How long does it take to get that size?
About 20 years, 25 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Here in Florida, they're gonna grow the babies at 5 to 8 inches a year for the first 6, then they slow.
Yeah.
And then in Louisiana, where they have bigger game to eat, they grow at 10 to 12 for the first 6.
Wow.
Yeah, so they definitely have by 3 years old, he's gonna be 3 feet, essentially. He's about like 2 and some. Maybe just 2 feet. Yep.
You're terrifying the cute thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
His tail is so long.
This is his 2nd day on the job too. He's been really well behaved. I'm really surprised. We got him out of the museum, now he does this.
Cool.
Yeah. And they were all born here. All the alligators you see in any zoo or any place like this, they have to be bought by breeders. It's a federal law. So he can't actually take them from the wild. And then can't let these guys go also. That's also a federal offense.
What's the largest alligator you guys have seen out here?
So they say that the record is from Alabama. It measured 15 feet and it weighed 1,010 pounds.
Wow.
But that's like not true at all.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen way bigger ones.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Even, like out here?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
I mean, I don't know why they say that, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've even like measured a 16 footer, so I don't understand that. But if you look it up, that's what they're gonna tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
They don't want people to be cute.
Yeah. I still want to go on tours.
Yeah, exactly. Anybody have any other questions about him?
What's his name? Oh,
Rick
James.
I had to remember. I was like, oh wait, right. He had a good name.
Yeah, it's because he's cold-blooded.
Oh, I love it.
Thank you.
Hello, little friend. You feel like, fancy, you feel like a wallet.
Yeah.
Yes. So that guy is actually a crocodile. You can tell because of his pointy snout, and I think they're a little fatter and lighter color skin. And then right next to him, that's the American alligator. Darker skin, rounder nose.